What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go! Misty Island!
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping!
Hey everybody, it's Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. This is the game that that Naughty Dog moved on to after Crash Bandicoot 3, I think, is the last one that they did. Because I think CTR, maybe it was CTR was the last one that they did. And then they moved it on to Vicarious Visions, and it got terrible from there. So yeah, this was originally a PS2 game. But we're playing it on the PS5. Oh, there's no game data on the memory card PS2 inserted into memory card slot 1. I guess I'm gonna have to create a Jak and Daxter file. Look at that, and then we just make one. Hooray! It's Jak and Daxter.
I spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet.
Look, it's
So it
wacky.
seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey, Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
But we're gonna do it anyway, and we're gonna get in trouble. We're gonna do dumb stuff. Oh my gosh, they're evil creatures. Reporting to different evil creatures.
For artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
So I've never played this before.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This
I don't
place
know
gives me the creeps.
much about it, other than Naughty Dog did it.
Huh?
And it looks like they're obviously trying to do
Stupid
more.
precursor junk.
They're trying to do more of a story-based thing.
What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that?
Hello.
Trouble!
Boom. Oh, jeez.
Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay, okay. I'm fine. I'm fine.
He seems to be fine. Game of the kids.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
They was, I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement.
Huh.
Besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to...
This is a
withstand the
long
canyon's heat.
cutscene.
Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or 2 stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else,
But we just
you
left.
gotta go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
They didn't establish anything with any of this. Even though they gave a whole bunch of exposition, we don't know what the rules of the universe are. I'm not sure about this game.
With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Let's see if I've got... Nope, I have no subtitles. So that's pretty sick. Well, let's check game options. Nope. Alrighty then. So we got a punch. It's a dash always, which is a little weird.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
But they're not orbs, they're eggs. Okay, so we got one jump. That's a crouch. That allows us to crawl. Got a roll. I gotta run. I can move the camera, but only slightly. Oh, I do have a double jump. We do the double jump.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
All right. I bet you this isn't our original thing, because I remember seeing him with gun. Why isn't it working? right?
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Okay. But yeah, I bet we get guns. Like good old Ratchet and Clank.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Okay. I wonder what that does. Alrighty then.
Wow! That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
But what's the point is the question. Maybe it does this to enemies too? Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen him with guns. So, I'm assuming we'll get guns at some point.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
That's a Blue Eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of Blue Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Okay. Yeah, I did it. So we already have 3. 20 seems like it's gonna happen pretty quickly.
Good work. The Blue Eco caused the door to open. With Blue Eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years. Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or 1 big green one to increase your health.
Alrighty.
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Boom. It's weird that this is the same team behind Crash Bandicoot, but again, they were used to linear levels mostly at the time, you know.
Notice how each blue eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
What a... So that worked. Yeah.
Great! You found all of the power cells on the island. Come back to the warp gate so I can bring you back to the lab. Hurry up!
That took a while to trigger. I really like the warp thing. Because if you remember, Crash Bandicoot 3 also had warps. Actually, so did 2.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Okay. See, it's a piranha plant. So now we're left to kind of roam around, I guess. Left to our own devices. And hopefully we'll get a gun. Hello.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
You don't know what you're missing.
Weird.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Okay. I can't go in there. Invisible wall. Sandover Village. For the PS2, this is pretty good. I mean, you know, nice and smooth and in HD because we're playing the PS4 version on the PS5. So I mean, technically I'm playing this in 4K even though it's only probably going to display at 1080p. Anyway.
Oh, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. First I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. Boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Okay. So we're getting quests. Gotcha. We're already nearly there.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
You're what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before?
No.
It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know?
Are you in love with a
Now I
squirrel?
couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Huh. I just hope she's all right. It's worth
How
a power
open
cell
is
to bring her
this?
back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
Well, we're gonna hold off on that. We're gonna follow these lights like we were told.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes!
That's right. The camera could use some work, but you know, it's a PS2 game. Alrighty. Okay. What is throwing the bombs at me? Dang it. Alrighty.
Hey!
Hey!
That pelican just snagged a power cell! Let's go kick some big bird butt! Alright! Treasure!
Okay. Boom. Well, that's nice. They do different animations every so often. Bam. Yeah, this game's built a little weird. No, bad doggy.
We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already. What a weird looking thing. I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
That'll do.
Quick! We have to get to the power cell before the pelican scoops it up again.
I'm not gonna do it. Or I will. Nope. Well, we'll come and get that later. Because we need to find the blue stuff. Alrighty. Yeah, that's not happening. Look at that weird jump. Sweet. There were a lot of games like this where they were trying to come up with a new platformer, and part of it, you know, Beyond Good and Evil was in that category, and this, and they kind of have environmental messages as well, which is weird.
I would offer my congratulations, but you have so much to do, I won't waste your time. By the way, if things don't work out, Daxter could always get a job controlling the village rat problem.
This sounds like Spyro music. I wonder what's down there. I was trying to see, but it's just not getting me.
So we got a precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff. So it ain't gonna help us.
Yeah. And then you had Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. And what else? Maybe Ratchet and Clank, but that didn't really have environmentalists. Like leanings. As far as I know, at least. We're nearly halfway there already. So this has got to be like early game stuff. Ah, you suck. Okay, so this move is less than ideal. But this even got a racing title. It got Jak X Combat Racing. That I've been told is pretty good. I'm like, but people think that, you know, Mario Kart's good, and the new one definitely wasn't. Alrighty. What we got up here? Just stuff. Oh no, the waterfall, it's freaking out. It's a big old Rocco. And a power cell.
Wow! They caused an avalanche! Let's check it out!
We're gonna go underneath first. Oh, that's a funny animation. Makes sense, though. So is it the little belt thing on their head that makes them evil, or what? And are these like gems in Spyro? I don't have that ability. Look at that. We've got Look at that, we got Crash's jump. Ooh. That's nice.